Hello, everybody. I'm Adam.
And I'm Adi.
And we are AM Vintage.
Welcome back, everybody. We are doing our movie review on
Speedway.
Yes.
Isn't this exciting? It's been a long time, ladies and gentlemen.
It's been a while since we've done these kind of reviews. I'm kind of nervous about it now. How are you feeling?
I feel good. You know, I mean, we've reviewed, like seven
I
or
don't
so
know if this
Elvis
is our
movies.
7th movie or not.
Not sure the number, but
we're right around there. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's good to get back into it, you know?
Yeah, so hopefully you'll enjoy this movie review. I don't know. It's kind of a little bit torn. I don't know about... I'm not sure if I'm going to give it a thumbs up yet. We'll see.
You know what I feel like right now?
What you feel like?
Because I feel like Steve Grayson getting back in that race car, man. Just... getting back in, and we're doing it again, you know.
I was I feel like Nancy Sinatra, but I'm not sure about that.
Did you bring your groovy self on back to this review?
I brought my boots.
You brought your boots for walking? Are you going to take off? You out of here?
I might take off during this movie review. No, I'm just kidding.
It'll be coming up next.
Yeah, you guys. So please stay tuned.
My baby, she done me wrong. My baby, she
Well, you guys, welcome. This is our next review on Speedway.
Yeah.
Which stars Elvis Presley and Nancy Sinatra.
Our favorite girl, Nancy
Our favorite
Sinatra.
girl, yeah. I wasn't expecting I don't know about her acting skills. I like her as a singer, but I wasn't really sure how I was going to take this movie. So I was a little
I think her acting
surprised.
skills are pretty good.
They are.
They're up to par with any other leading lady that was in an Elvis movie.
Although I think I see her more of a serious actress. I don't know why. It could just be me, the vibe that she was giving. I don't know
how far her acting career went. I mean, this is really...
Yeah.
Honestly, this is the only movie I've ever seen her in.
Yeah, I really didn't. Yeah, I would love to see her more at that time, right? It would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this movie was directed by Norman Taurog, which is another...
the director that's done the most
movies with Elvis, yeah. And so, of course, the filming started back in June 26, 1967. And, of course, most of the movie, or I should say the filming of the movie was mainly, obviously, in the studios, right? In California.
When I'm sorry, Mari, when did you say it was they started filming, or
June 26th.
And that's when it began production?
1967.
In 67, and it was released on June 12th, 1968.
So they did it,
They put these movies out quick. They filmed them, packaged them up, and just sent them out to the theaters. Yeah.
Well, he was a busy guy. So you imagine between concerts. Well, was he doing concerts or no?
No concerts.
So you were trying to get him just busy.
Movie after movie, yeah.
Oh, again, right, to fulfill the contract, so I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, most of the shots were filmed in California, because, we know that. And then, of course, all of, the speed racing parts were done in actually Charlotte Motor Speedway, which was in Concord.
Which is a famous
North Carolina
racetrack.
Yeah. A lot of the NASCAR drivers, for those who are into NASCAR, were in there. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of really famous drivers.
Richard Petty. There was Buddy Baker, Tiny Lund, and I guess many more that obviously I wasn't familiar at that time.
But doesn't get much more famous than Richard Petty.
It doesn't.
So, yeah. But
so it's pretty cool.
I think this is just like Fun in Acapulco, Mari, where the scenes where Elvis is up close, I mean... What I'm saying is, I don't think Elvis was actually at that racetrack.
No.
Well,
no. Obviously, and it's fun. It's so cute because throughout the driving scenes, the more he was in driving all these laps, he started to appear to have little dirt on his cheek. Where did that come from?
From the track. Comes from the track. You're going around that.
Obviously, there's no wind blowing or nothing. He just looks so stoic.
Yeah.
Which was cute. I was I always seen the little dirt spots, which made it so, I guess, believable.
It makes it believable. Yeah,
right. So basically what this movie is about, you guys, just a little cute, I guess, a quickie summary. after his manager, he has this manager, which is Bill Bixby, which I love.
Yes.
He was who also
He was
started
in Clam Bake with Elvis.
He's also a sneaky guy here because that was his manager. He was Elvis Presley's manager, but he actually ends up losing money because he's a big gambler.
Yeah. He was worse than the Colonel.
Yeah.
He was taking more than 50%.
And a majority of that was on the horse races. So he ended up getting debt, with Elvis, selling stuff behind Elvis's back.
And he was doing this thing with Elvis where Elvis would be like, Elvis would want to help like a poor family out. And he would tell his manager, buy them a new car, pay for it with cash.
Yeah.
But he wasn't doing that. So
he wasn't doing anything.
All this
stuff was catching up.
It was all catching up. Yeah.
So
and he was being audited by the IRS.
So basically, Elvis being the stock driver has to earn, has to do all these races in order to earn the money that he owes back to the IRS.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know he was in debt like that.
And Nancy Sinatra is like an undercover agent for the IRS.
Yes.
And they don't even know at first that she works for the IRS.
Elvis has a one-track mind and a winning streak that couldn't be broken until he found a gorgeous, groovy government agent.
So later on, it's like he's fallen in love with this Internal Revenue Service agent, which is Nancy, obviously. And then I guess that it's just, it goes from there. Basically, right? They fall in love and then...
They fall in love, and then eventually Elvis finds out, oh my God, this girl's working for the IRS. She's undercover.
Yeah.
And they set up a deal, the IRS, with Elvis, that, hey, we're gonna, we're not gonna send you to jail, but we want to.
Any money that comes through, like through the races.
We're gonna take all your money.
And he agreed to it. He's a good guy. He's gonna fall through, but Bill is just a little snake in the grass, obviously, and continues to do his little shenanigans. And of course, he wants to steal every woman that that comes after Elvis.
He's got this. He's got this setup in a booby trap. In his house where it's like what is it, Mari? Like a tape recorder.
Yeah, he has a tape recorder.
When the women come into his house, he's got this tape recorder set up. Where all of a sudden it sounds like there's wild animals outside and
that escape.
It scares the women, and then they have to run into his arms, and
they can't go home because they're out. These animals are loose in the city and whatnot in the town, and so they're not.
So Bill Bixby is, I don't know. He's kind of.
He's just a shady manager.
He's a shady guy,
but he's not a bad guy to Elvis. That's his friend. He looks, but everything. He's got a gambling issue.
The sneaky stuff he was getting away with in this movie, like with the women, you could never do that in today's movies.
No.
You know what I mean? Because this guy was a slime ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
and I think at one point Nancy comes in to look for Elvis, of course, to confront him about the money. And she falls under this trap where she's hearing the videotape.
Gets hypnotized, right?
Gets hypnotized and falls in the chair.
Falls asleep.
And when Elvis gets home, she thinks it's Elvis who's, trying to trap her.
But really, Elvis is a good guy. He's a really good guy, actually.
Very good.
He takes his earnings and he tries to help people. It's just that he has a horrible manager who's Bill Bixby, and
he ends up helping this, former stock car driver and his little family, who I guess his wife had passed. He's got little girls.
He's got like 4 little girls, right?
Yeah, he's living out of this car. And so Elvis, feels sorry for the little girl because she was stealing hot dogs.
He catches her stealing. I love that scene. And Elvis actually helps her steal the hot dogs.
Yeah, he does.
But Elvis pays the guy.
He pays the guy, but it's so cute. So he helps he thinks he's helping this poor family. And it turns out that Bill Bixby did not.
He buys them a station wagon. He does all this stuff.
Well, they ended up taking his...
But everything gets repossessed because his manager isn't paying for the stuff like Elvis wanted him to.
No.
Plus, Elvis pays for newlyweds, when they get married, and then all their stuff gets repossessed as well.
Yeah, so it's so cute. But fun fact with that little girl, I think Adam said he actually got to meet her.
I met her.
Well, the oldest of the little girls, the one that steals
the hot dogs. Yeah,
the little blonde girl that Elvis. And I think you have a picture of him and her sitting. I don't know, was he sitting somewhere?
I'm gonna try to find. I took a picture with this girl years ago in Memphis. I have her autograph hanging on the wall in the dining room. If I can't find the picture with her, because it's gonna be buried in stacks and stacks of photos, if I can't find that, I'll at least show you guys the autograph.
That way you can see it. Yeah,
that I
it's
got,
pretty
yeah.
cool, and she was so adorable. Like
She was.
she was like,
she?
didn't she say she wished she was older to get married or something? I wish I was older to get married. I'm thinking, doesn't it?
It's hilarious.
It's so cute. She
Yeah.
was adorable.
That's what back in the 60s. That's what little girls dreamed of, right?
Yeah.
Growing up and getting married.
And of course, Elvis is singing, right? On his downtime, he's always doing something, right? I don't know. What is this? A club that they go to? Where is that he goes to sing? I'm not sure what that is.
It's this weird club, which is really, it's a cool looking club. It's like it's car themed. It's race car themed.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this like MC that just calls people out of the audience to sing, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. And so he also, this MC, gets Nancy at one point to sing. And of course, Elvis is mesmerized, you know. Wow, she could sing. She's a tiny little girl. Nancy is so cute. I had to I like her little outfit, but she was too blue. She had blue everything.
Boots,
all the way down
dress,
to her
blue
boots.
everything.
Like
Maybe a blue
pants,
headband,
as
maybe.
pants.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she's so slim. She's so adorable. Like, I thought she was so cute. I thought her and Elvis made such a good... I wish they would have sang, though.
Yeah.
They didn't sing in this movie, did they? Together. I did not...
Well, there is one song where really it's like Elvis sings a lot and then she has like a few little lines in it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. But more of a duet, I guess. More of like a balance, I think.
Yeah,
The song was so cute. I thought they made a cute
Oh,
couple.
the one that they do together is There Ain't Nothing Like a Song.
Mm.
And that's Elvis sings most of it and she has some little parts in it.
Speaking of songs, Adam, are there any familiar ones that he used in other movies?
Well, let me just real quick. Can I just mention something?
Yeah.
That song that Nancy sings.
Yes.
Your Bring Your Groovy Self.
Yes.
That was written by Lee Hazelwood.
Who we
Mari
always
and I
mention.
love.
Yeah.
And him and Nancy did an album of duets.
Yeah.
Which is really great.
And if you guys get a chance to listen to Lee's music, you'll hear the patterns of the type of music. I mean, the style, I guess. You can clearly hear it's Lee's.
And Lee Hazelwood had a great voice, really deep voice. And he wrote
Boots, remember?
Boots. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wrote These Boots Are Made for Walking.
Yeah. So
well, could I name the songs from the movie,
ahead.
Mari?
These are the songs that appeared on Speedway.
Of course, Speedway, the title song, right? Mm-hmm. Let Yourself Go. Your Time Hasn't Come Yet, Baby. That's what he sings to the little girl when she says she wants to get married.
Yeah,
you know?
this is a little...
you know what song is in there that you probably didn't like, but I do? Remember when they're in the IRS office and they're really nervous? He's your uncle, not your dad.
Yeah, Uncle Sam.
Yeah, Uncle Sam.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I'm sorry.
I love that.
It looks so... What's the word? Like...
It reminds you of one of those... Like
I don't know,
old...
like it... But but it was like a music, like a straight
like an old school musical.
And I was like, the choreography and all that. It's just like
it wasn't very rock and roll.
Who's gonna be dancing in the IRS office? It was just all these men. Like,
but I liked it. I liked the way Elvis,
of course,
did those scenes. I like it. So
I'm not saying I didn't like Elvis. I just didn't like that particular scene. I was like, I could do without it. Well, not without. I mean, I could do without the guys, the men that were singing with Elvis. Like if it was just Elvis.
If it was just Elvis,
yeah, not everybody.
But they had all these guys that were probably much older than Elvis.
Yeah, I was just like
singing with him.
It's cheesy. Yeah. Just an opinion, you guys. Don't get mad at me.
Hey, it's funny. Oh, can I mention one more thing, Marty? I got the soundtrack album right here for Speedway. And you know what's interesting about this album, Mari? Mm. This is a one-of-a-kind for Elvis albums. There's something on this Elvis album that you won't find on any other Elvis record. Ooh. Do you know what it is?
Do I know what it is?
Yeah. Can I tell you?
Is it something with the label?
No.
What?
It's got a Nancy Sinatra song. It's got Nancy... The thing about this album is there's one song on here that's just Nancy Sinatra.
But, okay, I'm wrong here, but obviously I'm going to be wrong. But isn't a soundtrack supposed to have other artists on it and not just necessarily all?
Well, yeah, but every Elvis soundtrack
it's always just
has an Elvis, every song is an Elvis song. But the Nancy Sinatra song,
Was actually.
it's the only time they let somebody have their own song on an Elvis soundtrack.
Well, I think it was a good move. I
So,
honestly think it was a
you
good
can
move.
see right there.
Yeah. That is pretty cool.
So yeah, like every single song is Elvis, but then you get Nancy Sinatra doing one song.
That's true.
So
That's pretty cool. I like
it's
that.
pretty neat.
Yeah. So how did you anything that you noticed that was, of course, you know, again with the whole special effects kind of thing, it's mainly with the driving scenes. I think that was basically it.
Yeah.
It's just weird how like the crashing scenes and everything. I mean, Elvis obviously was like never.
Elvis is
scared
always
or anything.
unscathed or whatever they
nothing.
say. Yeah.
You would be scared. I mean, I guess, but then again, I don't think any NASCAR drivers are scared. Like they crash and like, hey, gotta go on again.
Well, they might be. You know what I
Who
mean?
knows? But Elvis is like,
It's just like Elvis. I mean, he was nervous before he went on stage. You know what I mean?
That's
So
true.
you get,
Yeah.
even if you're the best at something, you still get nervous,
Yeah.
right? But what's interesting about this movie is they filmed it right after Elvis and Priscilla got married. And there were a lot of rumors in the tabloids saying, you know,
But he was
is Nancy Sinatra going to steal Elvis from Priscilla and stuff like that? And
honestly, I think Nancy had a lot of class. I'm gonna say that straight out. I think Nancy was not that type of woman. I don't know her personally,
Well,
obviously.
in the
But
interview,
it shows when you talk to her. Like
yeah.
she did sound like, you know, yeah. Who wouldn't have like a the lust, right? Or the, you know, obviously who wouldn't, right? It's Elvis, but I think she had that kind of respect.
Remember,
to
she
him.
said he was a great kisser,
Yeah.
but that's as far as it went. So.
Yeah. And then she kind of hinted that she wish it would have went farther. Obviously, who wouldn't, right? Sorry, Adam.
Come on now, Mari.
Sorry.
Starting to make me feel kind of
I'm getting a little
uncomfortable
hot. I
here.
know.
Like,
Sorry. I'm just saying, you know, I'm speaking for Nancy. No, but in all seriousness, I think she was a classy lady. I don't think that, you know, I can't say that for all the women, but I like Nancy. I think she was, and of course, also her affiliation, right, with her famous father. I think that kind of had something to do with Elvis. Well, that's the rumors, right?
They say how Elvis first met Nancy is when Elvis got back from the army. He did the Welcome Home special with Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
And I believe when Elvis got to the airport, when he got back to the States, Nancy Sinatra was there to greet him with gifts from her father. So there's some like news footage of Elvis and Nancy at the airport, and he might have kissed her on the cheek or something. So that's when the rumors kind of started, like, you know, Elvis and Nancy, you know.
Yeah. But it's odd to know, I mean, it's odd to hear from Nancy that nothing got really went any farther. And again, it could just be that maybe it was a Frank Sinatra kind of, you know.
Yeah, you never
You never know.
I hate to even say this or bring this up but I did hear somewhere years ago that Elvis, they say, and I could be wrong, but they say Elvis slept with the majority of his co-stars. I could be wrong, and I don't want to spread any rumors, but
that's what I heard.
That's a rumor that I heard.
Right,
so.
there's rumors, but
yeah,
again,
it's not a fact that I heard. It's a rumor. So.
But I mean, in all seriousness, I think that a lot of actors today flirt with the co-star. You got to build that connection in some
and you
sense.
work with them for a period of time, and you're very close on the set.
You're going to have to flirt. I mean, maybe who knows?
A lot of relationships happen on movie sets.
A lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes they go further than that. And sometimes they just, no, it's only for that time period. Right?
It lasts until the next movie, and then you got another relationship with your next co-star. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound good, right?
It happens like that in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood.
Who would know, right? Who would know, right? Only Elvis and the women that were with him. Well, no, we can't say that.
Yeah.
We can't say that.
We can't?
We can't. Remember, we talked about Michael Presley and supposedly there's another son out there. And where were these women? They weren't actors. They weren't really actresses. They weren't. Remember, they were like.
That's a whole.
What do you call extras? So how is it that?
Mari, don't do this to me.
So I could
don't drag Michael Presley into this video. not that imposter. Don't
Sorry,
do it to
guys,
me.
but yeah, hopefully you.
He always sneaks into our videos.
If you don't know who Michael Presley, you guys, it's in our playlist. We have some videos on.
He thinks he's Elvis's son, and then there's another guy named
you can't forget his
Elvis
name.
Aaron Presley Jr. we did a video about, and he thinks he's Elvis's son.
Yes.
And I don't know how these guys got into our Speedway review video.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna cut that out.
Let's get them out of here.
Get him out.
But anyways,
all right.
do you think we should do our Siskel and Ebert? Is it time or no?
Is it almost time?
I don't
it's
know.
almost time.
Is there anything else?
Is there anything else that stood out for you? That
Well, Bill Bixby, did we say enough about him?
we did say enough for.
He's great.
Obviously, he's great.
And the guy that played the father of the little girls.
Supposedly, it's a mentor in some
They
sense.
say, well,
right?
he said he used to be a race car driver, and now
Yeah.
he basically just takes
Well,
care
he
of his
did
children.
give him some advice at one point. I think he was
Yeah.
giving him some little
Yeah.
advice on how to do things and move forward. And
But
I
I
thought
liked
it was
him,
cool.
and he looked familiar.
He
I
did.
can't tell you what else he's been in, but I'm sure he's been in a lot of stuff because he had one of them faces, you know.
He did. I can't tell if he was in other movies. I'm sure he was.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But
What was his name? I'm sorry. William was it? No, William Abel? No, it was William Schaller.
William Scheller. Yep, William Scheller.
Yeah.
And then Gail Gordon
I'm
was
curious.
another famous
This
guy.
is gonna kill me.
I think Gail Gordon, I could be wrong, I think he's the guy that plays the IRS agent.
Gil Gordon.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Schellert, right?
Yep. Yeah, William Scheller. He was pretty great.
Let's see
You
what
saying
kind
what
of
else he was
movies
in?
He was in the Patty Duke Show.
Oh, was he?
Um,
What is the with Kurt Russell? The
the computer. The
The-
computer wore tennis shoes.
It's looking like he was in a lot of like probably low budget type
in the
movies.
57s,
you know?
yeah, he did a lot of The Shrinking Man from 1957.
Yeah, these are like B movies.
Captive Women, 1952. So yeah, he did a lot of shows too.
Yeah, but he seemed like a really great character actor.
Yeah.
You know. But
Yeah, Inner Space. Did you see him in Inner? I love that movie, Inner Space, but I don't know if I've seen him in.
he's in Inner Space.
Yeah.
That was back in like the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah. So he's in some 80s movies.
He's, you know what I remember? Twilight Zone the movie. In what year would that come out?
83.
1983. Twilight Zone the movie. And there's this one part of that movie about a little boy that anything that he thinks up comes true. So he can make anything happen. So his family, they're all terrified of him because he can make their life a living, you know what, so.
Right.
But I think that guy plays the father in that Twilight Zone movie.
Yeah.
But
So very great act. I mean, I liked him. He was a great actor.
yeah, the movie's full of really good character actors and
Yeah. The story plot, I think it was okay.
Yeah.
I think it made sense.
this
So.
it took us 2 days to watch this movie.
2 days.
Well, because we watched half of it, and there are kids in the house, and they needed some stuff, so we had to stop the movie on the first night. Then we picked up the second night.
Yeah.
But I feel like the movie got better
As
the
it
second
went
night,
through.
right?
It did. I wasn't feeling that, and as we said, I think I've mentioned this before. At first 10 minutes, I'm like to Adam, I'm not really.
You said I'm not feeling this. Yeah.
I didn't want to even watch it. It was.
And
just
I didn't say anything to you, but I kind of understood where you were coming from.
It was.
It
just
starts
blah.
slow. It starts a little slow, but
it was just like. Oh.
it gets better, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
it does. It's cute, and the chemistry between them two were. I think it. Like I said, they look good together.
Yeah.
And I wish they would have sang more songs together, but for what it's worth, yeah, it's still been decent. So, are you ready to give our?
Well, we got to bring somebody first. We got to bring somebody here. Yeah. Well, 2 people.
Oh gosh.
Siskel and Ebert.
Cisco.
Whoa! There they are, man. They always show up during these reviews.
Oh gosh.
The spirit of Siskel and Ebert is
Yeah.
always here with us when we do these reviews.
Yeah.
But are you ready for the
All right.
drum roll, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, thumbs up or thumbs down for Speedway. Ready? Bing. You're doing it halfway, huh?
Halfway, you guys.
We
I'm
do.
sorry.
We do give halfways. So
I gotta give it a halfway. I wish I could give it a thumbs up. It just wasn't, like I said, the first few minutes kind of messed it up for me.
it's better than a thumbs down.
It's better than a thumbs down, but because
So-
I like Nancy and
So she
Elvis
kind of
together.
likes the movie. She
Kind of.
there's parts of it that she likes, parts she
And
doesn't.
for those who watched already, I mean, I don't know, maybe you don't agree with me. Maybe you do. I just didn't feel the first.
Yeah.
And Adam loves everything.
I just
about
felt
Elvis.
like the second half was, kind of picked
It
up.
was.
So
If
I
it
have
was
to give it a
based
thumbs
on
up.
the second half, it would have been a thumbs up, but it's not. So I'm sorry, gotta go halfway.
I've done thumbs up for every Elvis movie so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't worry, we haven't gotten to Harem Scarum yet, so
Okay.
you might get one leaning down like that.
More than halfway down.
I don't know,
It
man.
might just be like halfway.
I hate to do that to the king, I hate to do that to the king, but I'm glad we got another review under our belt.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review.
Yeah.
We got plenty more in our playlist. It's called Movie Reviews.
Movie reviews.
So please be able to. Hopefully you can check out
Join
the rest
us.
of us.
Yeah, and you know what? We try to do these consistently, and there's been a long time lapse between the last one and.
But we got sick, and then
But
we apologize.
look, we promise we're gonna try to do every single Elvis movie.
we're getting there.
We're gonna try to do all 31 movies where he's an actor.
Yeah.
And
And again, you guys, on the comments, please let us know what movie you'd like for us to review.
Yeah.
Hopefully we try to get a vote sometimes, or sometimes we're just feeling something else and we go with that. But obviously we're
we
gonna get
always
to it.
like a suggestion.
Yeah, we do.
Even if we don't always take the suggestion, it's nice to hear
know,
and,
because we
and
never
think
know.
like, oh, maybe we should do that one.
Yeah.
So.
So yes.
All right.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. We truly appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching.
All right, you guys. Please,
Until next time.
please take care.
Bye-bye.